YouTube, what's going on? It's your favorite Misfit, Misfit FM, checking back into your favorite station on YouTube. I hope your week was fantastic and your weekend's been sensational. Now, obviously, we're going through a little bit of a heat wave where I'm at in America, but obviously, I know many of you are, so hope you're staying well hydrated and staying cool and collected, because trust me, this heat is no joke. Today, you know what we're about to do. The title said it, we're talking about it. Boruto Tubular Vortex Chapter 11, titled True Power. We're going to talk about all the little highlights I see from the chapter. Obviously, I give my overall rating. This is a 9.8 out of 10. This chapter was amazing. Anyone that tells me that Boruto's not him, they're trolling. And I will explain to you in a minute. But before I do, make sure to check out my socials down below for all your anime needs and also not anime needs as well. Or if you just want to know what I do in my life on a day-to-day basis, got my personals down there as well. And also, before you miss, make sure to like, subscribe, and do all you can to support your favorite station on YouTube. Alright, so let's start off with the first thing right off the bat. Boruto's him, and I don't care what anyone says, even what you say in the comment section. If you comment anything about Boruto not being him, I don't care. He's him. He's him in my eyes, and here's why. Boruto, in my eyes, and I did a reviction video prior to this, so check that out before you kind of dive into this one. And also check out the manga if you haven't checked it out yet. Read that before you this, because spoiler warnings, of course. But look, I said that Boruto would not appear in the chapter because I'm thinking he's still suffering from the effects of karma. He probably will be sidelined so we can give some love to the other side characters. Maybe give Kawaki a chance to show off. But no, bro. Boruto was like, man, I got this. Get out of my way, Kawaki. He literally zoomed past him, saved Himawari from the one-sided whooping she was getting, teleported via flying Raijin to save Sarada at the same damn time, cut off Hidari's little whatever he was trying to do to eat her, and just, bro, he's him. He is him. Like, I know I'm glossing on him, but like, bro, you cannot gloss on that. The fact that he did that, like, you gotta understand, Boruto is on another level. Like, obviously we knew he was like that. Like, yo, he's like that officially, and I don't care what anyone says. Boruto's him, and that chapter solidified that to me. Like, oh my god, that was so clean. That was probably one of the cleanest like endings to a chapter I've seen from Boruto in a long time. Like, we've had some shocked ones and all that stuff, but that's clean. No one can tell me that's not clean. So, you know, yeah, I gotta give this whole section to Boruto, because Boruto's him, man. Boruto's him. I love the flying Raijin jutsu so much. I'm so happy he learned it and he's using it, and he's using it in his own way. Obviously, if you read Narutopedia, obviously official source of Naruto news, official source, a lot of just info that you can find about anything related to Naruto, Boruto, anything. It talked about how like he was trained by Kaijin Koji to learn the flying Raijin, but his method's a bit different than Minato's and Tomorama because he needs a little more time and all that nonsense. I'll do a post about it on Misfit Sasuke at some point to talk about it. Either way, it's just, I just love it, man. I just love Boruto. This manga just got me hooked, and I hope it goes on for a long time and it's consistent with what it was doing. I don't want it to deteriorate over time with storytelling, but like, obviously go as long as you can, Kishimoto, because Kishimoto, you're the GOAT for the reason, man. We love you, we appreciate you, and chapters like that is the reason why. So if this video finds you, I hope you know that I love you, I appreciate you, and Boruto's him. I know I lost him so much. Don't care. Chapter was heat. Moving on, let's talk about Himawari and Jura, because obviously my prediction for that came true. It was a one-sided whooping because, again, while Himawari has a great future plan with Kurama, she's going to have all these cool, unique powers to discover and figure out how to use, and maybe figure out how she can help in the fight against the Uchizuki clan. Right now, she should have got whooped, and that's the fact. Jura literally was like, oh, I just want to test out a little bit of my full power. And what do you know? It did not work out for Himawari. Like, yes, highlights were you got to see her do a tail beast bomb using her hair. Her hair is a really cool thing I like to see from her. It's inspired a lot from me from Kushina. If you ever played Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series games, or you ever just read the one-shot, there's a lot of cool similarities you see in that, and I loved it. Obviously, her healing factor is something that's well known Kurama has, and obviously, for those thinking Inojo was gonna die, again, I did not see that kid dying. If they're gonna kill him, they should have just killed him and made it seem like he was 100% dead. But she saved him his life, and he's doing his thing, so obviously, Himawari's alive. You can stop the false accusations. He will live for now. We don't know how far that will go, but he'll live for now. Either way, I just love what they're doing Himawari. Obviously, she has to take some L's, but she gets her big W's, and she needs to learn the power. And Kurama said it like, hey, I don't think we can win this. This might be outside of our reach, kid. And he acknowledges that, because which is also plays a role into those who always complain about the power scaling and thinking, because like there was like rumors going around that people thought Himawari was about to beat Jura, and I'm like, guys, chill out. Like, I get you guys complain about power scaling in anime in general, but in manga too, but we're going off limited information. Just wait for the next chapter drop, and you'll see that whatever you're thinking, it's probably not the case. Either way, Himawari, I gotta say about Boruto. Boruto's him. I know I'm bringing it up again, but I just gotta say it because Boruto is him. Himawari, you are future potential, and I love what they're doing with you. So keep it up. And Jura is Jura. I mean, there's not much to say. That guy is a mystery and a half, and we'll learn more about him as we go. Moving on, let's talk about Sarada. Let's talk about Hidari. Let's talk about this whole what's going on there, because like there's something there, but I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, obviously Hidari doesn't know anything about who Sasuke is. Cause I think I had like a theory, or someone I was reading had a theory like long ago that they thought the memories of those who are clones of might be inside of the clones themselves. So like in this case, we all thought, or maybe I just thought, that Hidari might have some idea of who Sasuke Uchiha is. Maybe he knows why the abilities he has works like that, but he doesn't know anything at all, and he only knows by instinct that, hey, I want to consume Sarada Uchiha. Well, I mean, I don't think you want to consume. You're just misconception consuming with the fact that you're the clone of her dad who loves her very much, and maybe the feeling you're feeling is love. And I always find that very interesting about the Utsutsuki clones right now. I think they're just all having their own different variation of discovery. Like every one of them having their own variation of, hey, what exactly is like? Because realistic, I said this in a post on Vs Sasuke a couple days ago. These guys were just born a couple days ago. Like Jura might be the wisest, but then I could classify Hidari as the dumbest in this case, because like I thought of his combat ability, which is probably A+ S tier, because he cloned of Sasuke Uchiha, so it's gotta be S tier at least. I don't see any type of like, he's just a kid in a candy store just trying to figure out what he wants, and in this case he wants to eat Sarada, which we not about to hell that, because Boruto was like, I'm gonna stand on business, make sure you don't do that. But shout out to Boruto again, because he's him. Outside of that whole interaction, shout out to Somari for peeping that obviously Sarada was his target. Now she didn't know why, but she's had a feeling or whatever. We'll probably get explained to it next chapter, but she picked up on it, which is all the other guys are just asking questions like, you guys are just fodder. Like even Konohamaru was kind of mini fodder. He showed us a new variation of Rasengan, which is kind of like a reflecting defensive jutsu, looks like it, which is pretty cool. Also tells us like Konohamaru has not been slacking off with his training during his time skip versus other people, which we'll get into later, because like dude, you just like, he didn't even take an L this chapter. He just, but we'll get into it later this chapter. But either way, Konohamaru, I respect you for not getting cooked badly. Like I don't even think that's a thing we should be saying, but I respect that you didn't get cooked too badly. Outside of that, there's nothing else to take from that whole section. I mean, I think everyone wanted to see a little glimpse of Sarada's Mangekyo being used, but I figured either they're going to show you a tease in this chapter, which they didn't, or they're saving it for a bigger chapter, which I'm okay with. At the end of the day, Sarada is still her. Moving on, the last thing I'll talk about is pretty simple. I think you all kind of peep what I'm about to say. Kawaki cannot catch a W to save his life right now. He can't, bro, in this case, he didn't even get physically cooked. He got verbally cooked by Delta. Like, he's stronger than Delta, and you're getting cooked by her? Like, bro, nah, dude, I feel like there's just gotta be like an agenda against Kawaki or something, because like, I know Code was getting cooked for the later half of their OG Boruto Naruto Next Generation manga, and then into the beginning of Two Blue Vortex, but like, I don't think he was getting cooked to the degree that Kawaki's been getting cooked. But to be fair, karma is a B, you know what I'm saying? Because like, he made omnipotence that basically switched him and Boruto's lives. So the fact that he's getting cooked is karma, in my opinion. Like, you know, you gonna do something crazy to affect someone's life, then you gonna get cooked publicly by the Boruto community on a monthly basis. Because being a Kawaki fan must be hard in 2024. That's all I'm saying. It's like, I don't know what really to say to Kawaki. I can't really defend it. Like, there's nothing to give you any like, oh, you know, the it's about to be better, just coming around the sun. Like, I don't even know what to say to kind of like, in a way, defend what's been happening with Kawaki. Like, I just think he's just that character. I've said it probably many times. He's the character that's just gonna be the getting scapegoated, getting bullied, getting just any type of disrespect, he's getting it. Even though a lot of the characters that doing this to him, he could probably cook them. And in this case, he couldn't cook Delta. And it's so bad that he's getting cooked like this. But then to be fair, I feel like they're going on an angle of, if we really look at the manga as a whole, that, hey, he hasn't been training as much. Maybe he's getting used to the life he's had, living someone else's life. We don't know. It just seems to me that Kawaki will get his moment. It's just gonna take a lot of L's before he gets his bigger W. If you are a Kawaki fan, I would love to hear your thoughts on what exactly you're feeling about what's been happening with Kawaki since the beginning of Two Blue Vortex. But also, as in the whole, I would just like to hear your thoughts on anything I talked about in today's video. That about does it for me. So thank you as always for showing love to me. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all those things to support your favorite station on YouTube, Misfit FM. Also, check out Misfit Sasuke. I always post there pretty oftenly, daily enough-ish. I go a day or two without posting, but mostly consistent daily posting. But as always, I'm out. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay cool. And I will see you in the next one. Later.